Today I'm here to talk to you about the Mizuno Wave Inspire 16 after 300 miles. Hello everyone, my name is John and this is Motivation Theory. And if you are new to this channel is for motivation, it is for inspiration, it is for the driven, like-minded people to explore topics like running and ultra running. And if that sounds like your kind of thing, this is your channel. Please make sure you click that red subscribe button and the bell so you get notifications each and every time I release new content. In January of 2020, Mizuno Wave Inspire released its 16th edition, retailing for $135. And as of April 2020, I think I've seen it as low as $117. I did a full review of the Mizuno Wave Inspire 16 back in January, and I will post that link above in case you want to watch that before watching this one. The Wave Inspire has become the cornerstone of Mizuno's stability line and one that I've enjoyed since the Wave Inspire 8. In this latest release, there were a couple of small, effective updates to the Wave Inspire 16, essentially only being in the upper, with no changes to the midsole or outsole from the previous version. The upper of the Wave Inspire 16 was built with a new engineered mesh, which was developed for a softer fit and a wearable day-to-day look that I really love. I like this black on black. And like all my previous Wave Inspires, this will become my walking around shoe once its running life is over. And historically, that's been around 350 to 400 miles. I'm 190 pounds, even my race weight, so I'm not a super light guy, but I think I get a good amount out of my shoes. Now, the cushioning was very ample throughout the upper in this shoe. The tongue is very padded, and so is the heel collar. The only issue I had with the cushion at all was in the tongue, and I think it's this one right here. It's this one right here, the inside of the tongue, one of the edges, can't really see it there, but it was kind of folding under, and it's a manufacturing issue. It wasn't an issue with running in the shoe for any amount of time because it happened immediately. I started feeling like a little bit of pressure on the top of my foot, and when I unlaced the shoe, took my foot out, I could feel that the edge of the shoe was actually, the edge of this tongue was actually kind of folded under, and it's the cushioning inside that tongue material was kind of folded in with inside of the materials, if that makes sense. I had to constantly take it out. It almost felt like it needed to be ironed flat. I don't know. I think it was just a minor defect in the shoe, but other than that, once I fixed that, there was really no issues. I would love to see Mizuno move to a more gusseted, thinner tongue. Not that I think anything's wrong with this one, but I have enjoyed the tongue in the Hoka Speedgoat 4, and I would love to see some innovation and change in the Mizuno Wave Inspire, because I haven't seen a ton of innovation in the tongue area. So I don't know. I think it would be nice to have a nice thin tongue and give it a little bit more room in that upper. And this generous toe box complemented the flexible forefoot that allowed for smooth toe offs on the street and on the trails. And yes, I took this shoe on a ton of trails. And as in all the previous version of the Wave Inspire, I'm an 11.5. This shoe fit true to size. No issues with the fitting at all. Now on to the lacing system. The lacing system worked out just fine for me. It locked my foot in perfectly every single time. I've told the story before on my channel. I like my shoes a little bit looser. And here recently I took these out on a 13-mile trail run, and very hilly. And I left them loose, and what it did was wear a hole, if you guys can see that, and the heel collar, and it gave me a blister, and that was not the fault of the shoe. I just was stupid and didn't lace up my shoes very well, and just a reminder to me that sometimes you can make mistakes that you have not made in a long time, but when you make them, you pay for them. So that was my fault. Other than that, the lacing system was perfect, and I had no issues with it. Moving on to the midsole, the forefoot was flexible and springy, provided me with that smooth transition and toe off that is one of my favorite parts of this shoe. That 12mm heel drop and that smooth ride tech provided me that really nice toe off, no matter whether I'm heel striking, hitting that midfoot, or if I am turning up the pace and landing on my forefoot. And true to the reason this shoe was made, there was plenty of stability provided by the wave plate and the midsole, and there is still a ton of cushion. The heel feels just like it did when I took it out of the box. Now onto the outsole, where the rubber literally meets the road. All right, guys, come on. You got to give me a like for that one. That was a pretty good one. I had no issues with the outsole. It provided me plenty of grip while being put through all types of terrain: concrete, asphalt, crushed gravel, fire roads, tactical trails, both dry and wet weather. I never worried about my step in this shoe at all. And as you can see, the outsole is the only area on this shoe that even shows a little bit of wear. And with the 300 miles of running in this shoe and what I've put it through, it is not surprising. The shoe still has a ton of cushion in it. It still feels great under my foot. But what I do want to note, that while I've run a lot of ultras in previous versions of the Wave Inspire, in this particular shoe, I've run 300 miles, but I have not run more than 13 miles at any one point. In any one run, 13 miles is as far as I've gone in this shoe. So I'm very confident this shoe will carry you through a 50 miler, because all the previous versions, like those back there, I have run ultras in them and I've run 24-hour races in them and I've had no issues. I usually will rotate multiple pairs. All in all, I'm very happy with the performance of this shoe. It is a workhorse of an everyday stability trainer, and the durability is extremely impressive, and I can safely say you will get your money's worth out of this shoe. I will most certainly be purchasing more pairs of this to take on the bulk of my training miles, and I am really looking forward to seeing what Mizuno has in store for the Wave Inspire 17. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this review, and if you did, please make sure you hit that thumbs up. I'm going to leave you with the previous Mizuno Wave Inspire 16 review right here, so you can go ahead and watch that. It's got the more technical details behind the shoe, and I'm also going to leave you with the Hoka One Speedgoat 4 review that I did. I'm going to leave that with you right there, so go ahead and click on one of those, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.